Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network. Hi, this is Amit Doshi, and I wanted to thank each and every one of our listeners. It's been 2 years since I founded IVM, and it's been an amazing 2 years. We wanted to learn a little bit more about who is listening to our shows, and so we put together a short survey. The survey is anonymous, and we aren't going to be collecting any personal information. I would really appreciate it if you could take a couple of minutes out of your day and go to ivmpodcast.com/survey and fill it out. Thanks, and please keep listening.
You're listening to TFG Football.
What's up, everyone? Here we are. It's a new episode, a new day, and I think this will be like the shortest episode in the history of TFG Indian football today, because it's going to be short and sweet.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. It's going to be short. See, we're going to be talking about one topic, right? Imagine how much can we talk, and that too between just the two of us. The reason because things are, people are running late. Here and there, traffic and other work and stuff. But we managed to get you episodes of all that happening in Indian football. Now, today we only have Chiranjit, who's joining us by a phone call. So bear the disturbance, if any. So before of course, this is the day, the international friendly match, India taking on Cambodia, in Cambodia. Now, before we talk about a little bit of news coming out from Mohun Bagan, it's an injury update. Now, their star striker, who has been really well this season, has met with an accident, a motorcycle accident, and breaks hand. I hope he's fine. Chiranjit?
Yeah, apparently there is a fracture. He showed up with a fully plastered left hand. Right hand. So I don't know what he's up to. The guy, goes through like 1 year of labor coming out of a very nasty groin injury. And then he, just drives a motorcycle, apparently a Bullet, which he loves. Fair play to him. But, just be a bit careful, just ek hafta mila, you are going into international break. So 1 week you get chutti from the club and you show up with a plaster. That's not a good thing at all.
So any new updates about that? Anything that he's fine, he's doing well?
One good thing is that Keane Lewis has fully recovered from the injury, it seems. He joined practice today.
Okay, great. I mean, I think certain players and injuries, they don't share a good relation, In every sport, there is somebody who has a really bad experience with injuries. Now, moving on, let's talk about the match that we are all waiting for. I mean, probably this is a trailer before the movie that India has to play Myanmar next week. Now, today they are in Cambodia. We mentioned yesterday's show that the tickets have been sold out. So, Team India are going to be, not only tested on the field, but also the experience to be playing in an atmosphere which is pretty hostile. It's not the Blue Army that's going to back them. So it's going to be a test overall for Team India. Now,
I hope actually some Indian fans will be there because Cambodia has a very vibrant Gujarati business community. So I hope they take some interest in football and come to support the team, because it's not every day they get to see an Indian team come to Cambodia and play a match.
Yeah. I mean, don't be surprised if Indians are there. Indians are everywhere, you see. So they might just come in numbers and, support their team. Now, before we talk about India, Myanmar played a friendly against the under-22 national team, Indonesia. Now, is that a fair play, Chiranjit, playing under the 22 team?
It's okay. It's a warm-up game.
Okay.
So it's a proper warm-up game without anything else. They played like a clean game, without nasty tackles. Players were told to protect themselves. So they went by the book. And it wasn't anything more than just a warm-up game. So 3-1 result for them. It's nothing to be like overly proud of, but it basically showed them that the wheels were moving perfectly, and they just got off their rust ahead of the next week's fixture.
Yeah, that's rightly as you've mentioned in the preview. Okay, so you mentioned that India have picked a tougher team, as in, someone like team, and we know that they're going to Cambodia because they'll be playing similar conditions in Myanmar. So
it's brilliant the way that AIFF has designed these friendlies ahead of it, because seriously, we have not seen them put in this much effort for a very long time behind the Indian team, and certainly not behind I-League at all. But see, just look at the way the team is being tested. They are playing for the first time after 6 months. And they're playing a team that has, yes, granted, lost the last 5 matches, has received a major pounding from Saudi Arabia in the last game, and also they have a bad, defensive habit of sometimes leaking in own goals and stuff. It's not the best kind of defense that you get to face. But just look at the other kind of tests they are facing. They are getting used to the climate in Far East ahead of facing Myanmar. They are facing, this is a rare condition. They're playing in the Olympic Stadium in the capital, where you're gonna get a crowd of 70,000 coming and cheering for the home team. I don't remember when was the last time they faced this much, this size of a away crowd. So that kind of mental conditioning, withstanding that pressure, that helps as well. And that's also part of your preparation, because you're going to go to Kyrgyzstan later on. You're going to face a big away crowd there. So you have to steel yourselves. So that's there. They're playing on an artificial turf, which is, I don't know if that how that might have, but it will be a cautious game for them. Hopefully they do well. Anyway, most of the Indian players have a lot of experience playing on turf, so it shouldn't be something that comes out of the left field. But it's the whole thing just sets you up that way. For example, my expectations going into this game is that this game is about 2 things. Actually 3 things. First, we have to score 3 goals, and nothing less than 2 is acceptable in this game. Okay. 1. 2, we cannot let in a single goal. Because that's what this Cambodia national team can do. Even though Saudi Arabia went all, Old Testament on them and scored 7 goals, but they still got back and scored 2 goals because they are good with counters. Okay. So they have these 3 very good attackers. They got Chan Watanka, they got Prak Moniudam, they got Kyo Sokpem, they got this other midfielder who, what's his name? Thierry Chantabin, who's playing right now in Thailand. So they got these 2 players who play outside the country, in lower leagues in Japan and Thailand. So these are the this is the backbone of their attack, and they can really connect well from their wing backs to the midfield to the attackers, because these are players which are very fit. They can run a lot, and they are very precise in what they do. Like, it's not like they're the best quality. They have a physical disadvantage to most of Asia, but they will, the kind of mathematical precision they come in with. With the passing, with their tackling even, it's very clean and very effective. It can be if they are given their way. So that's why they can build these quick counters and get the opponent defense. Even in a potentially World Cup playing team like Saudi Arabia. So that's the thing, that it could not have been a better test for the Indian defense ahead of the Myanmar game, other than playing Cambodia in a situation like this. We have this defensive team that we have, the back four and the keeper. They have not played together in the last 6 months. So that initial rust that comes in, after the whole communication and coordination that you have to rebuild, that will get a lot of help from this game. Okay, and that was pretty much the point. Giving the captain's armband to Gurpreet may have been partly caused by this. It's Constantine's way of showing this is the main area of focus. This is where we have to perform. We cannot fail here, because if we let Cambodia get 1 or 2 goals past us, what are we going to do against Myanmar? What are we going to do against Kyrgyzstan? Because in a way, a lot of these friendlies are all building up to Kyrgyzstan. And that's the team we have to beat if we have to top this group. So that's one thing. So we talked about 3 goals, a clean sheet which we have to get.
And the defenders should
the
be good.
The third is Robin Singh has to score.
Okay.
It can be 1 goal, it can be 2 goals, but this opportunity is too good to pass. He was playing so well last time when he got injured for while playing for the team. But this game just seems set up for him because
he's in good form.
No, not good form.
He's gained back his rhythm. Like he scored few goals for his Bengal.
He has been out of the national team for 1.5 years, almost 1.5 years.
Yeah.
But he's coming back and he's facing a defense that has historically struggled against tall, physically imposing strikers.
Yeah.
Okay. So and the kind of physical element Robin Singh can bring, along with his good finishing abilities. This seems like his game.
Yeah.
And what more can Constantine ask for from this game is to reintegrate a very crucial striker that he has used time and again against big opponents and gotten results after a long injury period. And with confidence, if he comes back in this game and scores, he will be fired up ahead of Myanmar.
Right.
So that's what we need. We need Robin Singh to score. We need 3 goals for ourselves,
and clean sheet.
And we have to get a clean sheet from this game. So that's the ideal preparation for the Myanmar game. You need to prove to everybody that all departments of your squad is working in perfect coordination, and we are ready to go. So a 1-0 win, a 2-1 win, a 3-1 or 3-2 win is not enough.
Okay,
and so that's the target that should be there for the Indian national team. The players should set for themselves because just to win is definitely not enough here.
Now, going into this match, yes, we've considered a lot of things, the condition, the team and everything. That's exactly why we chose to play an away match before Myanmar's game. But do you see any similarities between these two teams, Myanmar and Cambodia, that India can take?
Myanmar and Cambodia, they are from the same region, so they more or less use the same kind of football and philosophy.
Okay.
So it's hard to say because I can't just spout up because I have seen neither team play that many games to work out the intricate patterns that they use.
Right.
But yeah, you can see that they are physically similar. They will play. It's a pattern worldwide that shorter players try to make up for their height advantage with better ground skills. So expect some grounded game. So maybe for once the boring long balls can be advantage for us. We will have an aerial advantage for a change, which is not something to get used to because we are going to face taller players if we have to move up. So either way, it's a good way to rehash our ground game. It's a nice way for us to face players which are in some ways similar to, let's say, Aizawl FC or a team like that, which has a lot of stamina, a lot of running around, and just uses these short bursts of speed to sort of gain advantage in that part of the pitch.
Right.
So yeah, watch out for the counters and just keep your ship, play your game. No need to overthink this game.
Yeah.
Because in the end it's just a friendly. Just get those points ticked. Okay. Just go in there and definitely don't get injured. That's it.
Yeah. Now, just to end, if you had to pick the 11, who would you pick? What do you see Constantine picking?
Who to play? Definitely start Robin Singh and JJ Lal Piklu up front. I'm assuming we're going to go for a 4-4-2 formation. So JJ and Robin up front. Right behind them, Sunil Chhetri. We should see Udanta on the left. We should see Holicharan on the other wing. Rovilson Rodriguez maybe in defensive midfield simply because I like him better, and Eugene Lindo out there.
Okay.
So
that leaves us with the back
four.
The
defense. Yeah, the defense. I want to see Pritam, Sandesh, Arnab, and maybe Anas.
Okay.
But I'm thinking that you got Dhanpal, you got Nishu, you got Jerry. These guys are there in the team. So what's the point of having them if you're not used them in this game? Okay,
so they can probably
but then again, the counter argument here is that you want to get your best four in shape before the Myanmar game.
Right.
So you should just start with your best four. But then again, why have they taken how many defenders? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 defenders with them if they're not going to test at least 3 of them, 3 non-essential, 3 defenders who are not guaranteed a start to just get themselves some international game time and test them in this game, especially Jerry. I think he deserves a debut. We got 3 players who have not played a match for Indian national team. We got Anas, we got Nishu, we got Jerry. It will not be that surprising if all 3 of them get some time in this game. So expect the defense to see at least 2 substitutions and 1 in the midfield maybe.
Okay.
So Milan Singh, I would love to see him come on for some time. And that will take the if we see Nishu and Jerry get some game time and Milan as another substitute coming in, that will take the number of debuts that Indian players have made under Constantine to maybe 39 or 40, something like that. So it's a good chance for Constantine to sort of expand on his existing philosophy and just increase the national team fold.
Yeah, so 3 points that we pondered on and that India needs to do, just to repeat, is 1, not less than scoring 3 goals. 2nd is having clean sheets, and 3rd, probably Robin Singh should score since it's his comeback match for the national team. Now, let's hope what happens. Let's see what happens. The kickoff is at 5 p.m. We tweeted yesterday saying that we might see some streaming, and if possible, we'll have it on our website.
The match is on this channel called BTV News, and I tweeted a link to the global stream for that.
We'll be embedding it on our website, right?
Yeah. If we get a embeddable stream, we will use it. Otherwise, we'll give you
Yeah, you can follow TFG Football for all the updates that you need to know about the match.
And we will share whatever streaming link we can get with you. So,
exactly.
We just have to fill in and do the television network's job these days. So.
Yeah, we are everything right these days. All-rounders job. Now, as I started the show saying that it'll be a short and sweet and it'll be a shortest show in the history, it doesn't look like.
It wasn't so.
It wasn't so. We just realized that even though we are 2 of us, we can talk a lot. And well, that's all, folks. Hope you enjoy the show. And looking forward to the match. We are excited. I hope you are as well.
Back to blue.
Yes, Blue Army, that is. And if you're listening to our show on YouTube, hit the like, share, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon so you get updates of our new episodes. You can also listen to our podcast on iTunes, Audioboom, SoundCloud, and various other podcasting apps. Download the IVM podcast app on iOS and Android. Enjoy the match. Have a great day. Do come back to us. We are on Twitter. I'm on Twitter as Matthew94, Chiranjit as Chiranjit Oja. Kevin is not here, but he's on Twitter as Boza_Kevin. Have a great day, folks. Tune into thefangarage.com for more details on this match. Cheers.
Hey man, just help me out, man. I need some podcast, man. I haven't had a fix in a week. Just need some.
Don't you worry about it. I got podcast galore for you, man. Just go to ivmpodcast.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna check it out.